Let's take a look at Dogecoin. Last time we looked at Dogecoin was on October the 22nd. Here is a recap. After spike up to 32 cents, started this retrace, formed this falling wedge, and around the end of September broke out, spike up to about 27 cents, retrace, then form a smaller falling wedge, broke out, ran to reach the target price of this falling wedge, retrace. So now for the last few days, Doge has been in consolidation. And if we look at how the price behaved, it is forming this little symmetrical wedge. And Doge is trading very close to this apex. So within the next few hours, we're going to see Doge either break to the upside or drop to the downside. A break to the upside would technically take Doge to about 29 cents. Momentum would likely push it up and eventually reach our target price of 32 cents. The first major bullish sign happened yesterday when the 10 days finally crossed over and lead the 50 days. The last time when that happened was right around the first week in August. That is when this red line crossed over and lead the white line. And after that, we had this major run up in price where Doge ran up from below 20 cents all the way to about 35 cents. The same signal is happening right now. So this is a very bullish sign. And the Bollinger Band formed out very nicely. If we look at the band right now, the width of the band is extremely narrow. That is an indication that a lot of momentum is being built. Look at the Bollinger Band right before we see the spike up. See how narrow the band was. And after that, the 10-day cross over the 50 days, the price spike up. And we see this almost vertical rise in price. The setup is there. The 10 days cross over the 50 days, the Bollinger Band is extremely tight. The minute Doge can run and stay over 25.5 cents, we are going to see this sort of like a vertical spike up. That's what I believe. Volume is low right now, same as before, but the minute the price break out, I do expect to see the volume increase. So as long as Bitcoin stabilize, Doge is ready to run up. Why? Because this major bullish sign, the 10 days crossover and lead the 50 days. And then we see how much momentum is being built as the Bollinger Band gets so tight. So I believe there is a very high probability that Doge will break out within the next few days. The key for us to monitor again is this 25.5 cents. If Doge can close over that and stabilize over that, then it should run up and retest this prior high at 27 cents, run to about 29 cents. Momentum should push it to my target price of 32 cents. The last time we looked at Doge was on October the 22nd. 2 days later, which is today is October the 24th. The date that I have is 3:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Doge broke out of this symmetrical wedge, spike up, retested this prior high at 27 cents, retraced. So far, it is in consolidations, and there is a very high probability that Doge will try to retest this prior high again later on today. Let's take a quick look at Doge on this 5-minute chart. Yesterday when Doge started the trading session, it was pretty much traded sideways. Then around 4 a.m., spike up, volume pick up, ran to about 27 cents, where it retested the prior high, get rejected, retraced, dropped down, bounced right back up, ran up, retested this prior high again, get rejected. So Doge was pretty much forming this ascending triangle. And based on the momentum building up, Doge is in the process of retesting this 27 cents again. So there's a very high probability that, let's say, if it were to get rejected at this point, price may swing down, but then it will bounce back up. So there's a very high probability that later on tonight, Doge should be able to cross over this 27 cents. Let's take a look at Doge on this 4-hour chart. Doge broke out of this wedge, ran up to about 27 cents, retest this prior high. If it can cross over this 27 cents, then it would run to our target price of around 29 cents as part of the breakout of this wedge. At 29 cents, it is very much on its way to reach our target price of 32 cents as part of the breakout of this falling wedge. So that is very much in the near term. Now, once those reach our target price of 32 cents, it has a lot more room to run up, because looking at this chart, after those spike up to 44 cents, it then retraced, dropped down, bounced right back up, get rejected again. So those was setting up this higher low and lower high. So essentially, it was forming this bigger symmetrical triangle. If those can cross over the 27 cents, then that would also confirm the breakout of this symmetrical triangle. Then technically the target should take those to about 44 cents. Now let's look at those on this 1 hour chart. All of the indicators are looking very, very bullish. We have this 10 days moving average cross over the 50-day. That happened about 4 days ago. And now Doge has been able to trade over the 10 days. The Bollinger Band formed out very nicely. The band get contracted. The width of the band is extremely tight. Today, Doge spiked up. The Bollinger Band started to expand. And Doge is riding this upper band. As you can see, whenever we see a major spike up in price, that is normally when we see the price ride the upper band of the Bollinger Band. That is what's happening right now. So here is what we are looking at. I do believe that Doge is on the verge of this major run up in price. If Doge can cross over the 27 cents, then there is a very high probability that we will see 29 cents next. And then Doge would run to our first target price of 32 cents and then 44 cents as part of the breakout of this bigger symmetrical triangle. Let's say somehow if Doge get rejected at 27 cents today, I like to see Doge retain some of this gain and trade above the 25.5 cents and stabilize over that for the next couple days. Then there's a very high probability Doge would run up again to retest the 27 cents, and it should be able to cross over that and continue to move up. All of this is assuming that Bitcoin continue to stabilize and trend higher. That's it for this video, and don't forget to click that like button and reward me with a like if you appreciate the content that I'm presenting. Also, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button and subscribe, and make sure you turn notification on. And if you have Twitter, make sure you follow me at Vietmaxim, because I provide constant update on all of our favorite cryptos.